Hey guys, it's Chris from Enola Gay, and it's time for Valken Debrief Live.
Welcome to the most interactive airsoft show on the interwebs. It's the Valken Debrief Airsoft live show. Each and every episode is sponsored by the fine folks at Enola Gay. Also, don't forget to sign up for the largest growing airsoft community in the world, known as the Valken Alliance. You can link up with other Alliance members throughout your region on our Facebook groups by just searching the Valken Alliance. We also offer Alliance sponsorships for qualified airsoft teams. And the Valken Debrief also shares local and national airsoft events so you don't miss out what's going on in your region. We also give away some sweet products from time to time, so the more you interact, the greater the chance you could win. And we work hard to bring you new and exciting special guests during each episode. You can also find us at many airsoft events throughout the world. And if you miss any of our live casts, you can always catch the rewind on our YouTube channel or SoundCloud. So sit back and get ready for your Valken Debrief.
Warning, the following video contains strong language which may be offensive to some viewers and/or inappropriate for immature airsoft players. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences with common sense only.
Hey everybody, welcome back. It is the Valken Debrief Airsoft live show.
Number one show in Airsoft. Confirmed.
It is.
Confirmed.
What episode number are we on?
Oh, I actually don't have to look it up today. It's 106.
106.
I remembered it all by myself like a big boy.
Yes. So thank you for joining us tonight. We have a great guest coming on, Tony Patton.
Whisper himself.
Yes, a.k.a. Whisper. So he'll be joining us here in a bit.
I mean, if he ever fixes his camera. That'll be the issue there.
It's the camera.
He's got the famous Asian with a hat helping him on the IT side right now. Hopefully he can be Asian with IT experience.
Yeah, we had to hire Asian with hat to
send him out there.
Yeah, make sure that all his technical stuff goes well. So,
did you introduce yourself yet?
I am the Kaiju, the Supreme Commander of the Valken Alliance.
Hey, it's Peltast, Lord Fuzzyface. Hey, all you citizens of BB glad to see you guys.
Yes.
And just to start us off, if you guys could do us a big favor and help out with the algorithm, could you all just like throw a bunch, just any emojis, anything you can, just hit them a bunch of times.
The show, share the show, tag
It
your
helps
friends.
push the show out to a bunch of other people when there's a bunch of likes and all that other stuff. We're working on playing with the algorithm. Please be our partners and help us out. But now that we've plugged that a little bit, we can move on to actual entertainment, right?
Yeah, so we got some sponsors that we want to shout out to. We got Enola Gay.
Enola Gay. I've said a lot about this company, and there's a lot more to say. They make everything. They're going to be making cars soon, I heard. Like Tesla. They're going to be like Tesla. They're going to start out with batteries, and they're going to work their way up to something else.
You know what? I'm gonna tag Mr. Pananen.
Are you himself?
Yeah. And then I'll tag Mr. Darren Sigmund.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta tag him from...
Because they represent the good old people of Enola Gay.
That's
and all their
right.
smoke and explosive and T-shirt and hat and... Do they have pants yet?
No, they have hoodies.
They have hoodies?
Yeah.
Maybe one day they'll expand into like
Maybe a
undergarment.
hoodie that goes boom. Like a suicide bomber vest or something.
That would be
Enola
so
Gay,
cool. If you're watching right now, I want to see a hoodie that you can hook EG67s to.
Yes.
That would be the shit.
Oh, Zeb Zingel's in the house. Oh, speaking of the chat, who is our overachiever of the night?
Right here, give a high five. Did I get the graphic?
Yep.
Oh, got it. Is
50
it Ethan Vaughn?
gold exposure bucks goes to
Ethan Vaughn again, isn't it?
Ethan Vaughn.
I think
is the
from
first
now on,
poster
we should
of the
not
evening.
announce the overachiever of the night. Just assume it's Ethan. And if someone beats him, then we'll announce it.
Yes,
Because
comments help, Bacon. Look at you. Bacon's a top fan.
yes, I'm actually a top fan of the show. I'm kind of surprised that I'm a top fan of my own show.
It's
Shows how much
probably
I
because
like
we
it.
comment so much, in
Hey
the
Zeb,
show.
how's it going? It was awesome to play with you last Saturday. It was a wonderful return to Colorado, and there was like probably 35 or 40 people that were there just to meet up and play with Zeb on Saturday.
nice.
That was really rad. So that was a nice consolation prize after missing reindeer games this last weekend. So awesome sauce. Who else is in here? We got Michael Bright. Oh, Solotron himself has stopped by to say hi. He's on our loadout battle tonight, isn't he?
He is.
He is on our loadout battle.
Is this a valid challenger to, Corey? Because,
I think so.
because I like
Corey likes to snipe. Solo likes to counter snipe. I mean, he might counter snipe him out of that spot. But before we get to the loadout battle, don't forget we do have a hotline. Sometimes we open it up. But 856.
If you guys actually want more call-in shows, please let us know because we'll do them.
Oh yeah,
they're easy to do. We don't have to do any prep for them. We just come up with an idea and chat with you guys. So
yeah.
if you guys like them, let us know.
If you want us to do a call-in show about a specific topic, call 856-975-0650. Leave a voicemail and tell us what you want to see on the next show.
No one's going to be answering it right now because we're here. The people who would answer it are standing right here right now talking to you. So
no, we got actually. Producer Holly's come back in Control Room B.
Has she? I thought
she did.
Didn't she leave for her extended maternity leave? And then
she
that
did.
turned
She's
into like
back
a second
now.
and third maternity leave.
She's
on her
back.
5th or 6th kid at this point.
But Holly's back.
Awesome. Good to hear. Back. Also,
she's keeping Fritz in line here.
Well, she's been practicing that.
And she's keeping Asian with hat over in Oklahoma.
Well, she's been practicing that child rearing skill, so she's used to dealing with our interns. She deals with infants all day, so our interns are kind of just normal level of behavior for her, so that works out.
Hey, Hawk is in the house. Oh, and to continue the Christmas theme, because Peltast loves Christmas.
I'm not a Christmas guy.
Christmas.
Every
week
time.
I'm adding another thing of Christmas.
Just, it's seizure-inducing being around this guy around this time of year. It's just flashing lights, tinsel everywhere. It's ridiculous.
Last week we opened up all the Christmas lights as you see around your screen, and then this week I've added my wonderful...
Do we have the snow going? Is the snow going as well? Or are we not doing snow?
Because I don't want snow falling in my eyes.
That's why I wear the hat.
I know. Forward. Mine's backwards. I don't want the snow to fog up my glasses and stuff. Just wait till next week. Wait till what I got for you next week.
We have actually a very special guest next week, so we need to do a special graphic for them because they're going to be all the way from England.
Oh, we'll talk about that at the end.
England.
We'll plug that at the end.
Yeah.
We'll plug that at the end.
Not to say that our Oklahoma native isn't an awesome guest to have, but it's special when you get someone from out of the country.
Yeah. Hey, we've gotten up to like 45 live viewers. That's awesome.
I like live viewers. They're way better than. Oh, I think we're getting a call back. Is that Tony?
He left the call. He'll come back.
Okay,
he's got to reboot and come back. He can come back.
No worries.
So
new loadout battle.
New loadout battle.
New one. Do you want to do returning or do you want me to do the challenge?
Okay,
what do you think?
I'll do the returning.
Okay.
All right. Is Zero Shot Airsoft. A lot of you know him as Corey Saltsider from Nemesis.
Nemesis represent. Do they have like a gang sign in Nemesis like this, or N?
He's doing a loose SAS impression loadout. It's a Cry AC uniform with a Mitch 2002 helmet and a Paraclete RAV. Not very many people wear Paraclete anymore.
Paraclete used to be the shit back in the day. I remember when I was a young private, if you had Paraclete was like what all the super secret squirrel ninja guys had.
Yep. For primary, he runs a Fatco Mark 18, and his sidearm is an RWA 1911 CO2.
Nice. Ooh, challenger today. You guys know him. You guys love him. Solotron himself, Josh Longton. Solotron _airsoft at Instagram. Also his channel on YouTube. Find him Solotron. Doing some good stuff there. He is running a basic Viper top with added jute and camo netting. Backpack is a Mil-Spec Monkey Adapt Pack. Mil-Spec Monkey. Is that like is that for the smaller cousin of like Mil-Spec Gorilla? Or Gorilla Airsoft? No. LBX Combat Uniform. LBX Assaulter's Belt. Faro Concepts Fanny Pack. Ooh, he joined the Fanny Pack group of people. Like, I feel like I'm not cool because I don't have a fanny pack.
There's the Fanny Pack group and then there's the Dangler pouch.
Well, I thought the danglers were like gut pouches, is what I thought those were called, because that looks like you haven't been doing your sit-ups and it hangs over your belt. You know what I mean?
There's a front and back.
I'm getting there. MC Kydex pistol holster, G19 pistol, HSGI taco pouches, Agilite knee pads, which those things look like armor every time I see them.
I know, right?
Primary is a King Arms VSS with a Redline N7 V3 engine, solid boots, and I can attest to the fact after Copperhead that he can reach out and touch a dude.
With that VSS?
Yeah.
So all you have to do is vote. The voting will stay live and open for the rest of the show. If you're watching on your mobile device, there's a little purple button right to the left of the thumb button. Just tap on that, vote, then swipe down.
I'm going to do my usual promotion. Saltsider's got to go down. Saltsider needs to go down.
Jamal says his vote can be bought for the right price.
Ooh.
Yep.
Are we allowing that? Are we allowing collusion on the show?
Oh, collusion,
corruption.
Yeah, oh yeah,
all of it.
Because we have members of Copan in watching the show.
See, you keep going back to that Centurion shit, and I don't have any clue what you're talking about. I come into the office today, like, you know, we're doing our little pre-show sit down, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I talked to Javier about this and that with Centurion." I'm like, "I don't know what you're talking about, man." Like, you can say all these names of countries and characters, no one will tell me anything. I'm convinced it's not real, because I actually haven't met anybody but Turk who's been to a Centurion. So I'm convinced this is just a joke he's been pulling on me for like 3 or 4 months now.
It's funny. Javier says, in my day, dangler pouches just meant you had big testicles.
If Javier's testicles are hanging up over his belt like that, I think there's more medical issues that we need to talk about right there.
Hawk says dangler pouches are big man padding protection. Yes, they are. Mm-hmm. Yep.
They cover that sub-gut area right here to keep you from getting those like belt, the stingy shots in the belt and tum-tum.
Hey, we got Greg Helsel from Helsel from Breach Point. Greg, sorry.
Hey, Greg, sorry.
If I say your name,
Greg from, how about
automatic.
Let's go with this. Greg from Breach Point. That works a little easier, right?
Yeah,
everybody
Greg
knows
from
that.
Breach
Greg
Point.
from Breach Point. How's it going, Greg?
Dude, we got Mike Nation in the house.
Oh, all
Dude,
kinds of people.
Jared Ringwood from Disposable Heroes.
Disposable Heroes, two-time
winner of the
Not
Technical
one time,
Challenge in 2019.
two-time winner.
Yep. Tracy Lynn Robinson is watching. We got Twig Humphrey from the Midwest. Jason Gutierrez, man. Darren from EG's in the house.
Did he finally join us?
Yeah, he did.
Awesome. So
he did
we
join
put
us.
out the EG signal, and the EG boys showed up.
Yep.
It's like the bat signal, except
Hey, and
smokier.
Big G in New Jersey. What up, Gino? Thank you for allowing us to hijack the Valken satellite again. We
appreciate
it.
We'd like access
If
to
you
the
love the
Valken-
show, hey, give us some hearts. Give Big G some hearts.
Big G, maybe he'll
thumbs.
give us access to the Valken jet. We might be that cool.
If we get a lot of O faces, he'll let us use the Valken jet again. Mm-hmm. Give those O faces.
We could imagine if we have access to the jet, we could do a show in every time zone. Like
We
at
could.
6 o'clock, we could just move the show and do it in every time zone, like we're like New Year's Eve.
Speaking of time zones, so next week we are going to have Andy in the UK from the Chair Softer show.
We're crossing the
Chair
streams.
Softer show.
We're crossing the streams once again.
So if you
It
didn't
happens.
know, in the US you have Gorilla Airsoft Podcast, you have ASAP Podcast, you have the Valken Debrief right here.
The best one, right?
Oh, we're the biggest budget.
Biggest budget.
With largest live viewer count, 691.
I thought we weren't talking about that. I thought we were just going to be cool about that.
Oh, yeah, that's being cool.
Are we riding that one? We're just going to ride that.
So in Europe, in the UK, the Chair Softer show, you can find it on SoundCloud, iTunes, all that. They're almost in, I think, episode 89 or 90 right now.
It's like Gorilla Airsoft with a British accent.
Yep. So we're going to have him on the show next week.
There's going to be a lot of Lieutenant, Lori, Flat.
Oh yeah,
Lift.
We're gonna see how many words we can get him to say. Also, another one to follow is Airsoft Nation, Graham in the UK. I'm gonna try to get him on the show later on, and then we're gonna take a break for Christmas
because you guys don't want to watch us on Christmas. We want to be with
the day
our
after Christmas, which in my house we call it second Christmas.
That's actually Boxing Day if you were in England.
It is.
It's Boxing Day. It's actually, if you don't know this, in England, on the 26th, the day after Christmas, they call it Boxing Day, and you trade places with everybody. So if like you're the manager of the restaurant, you become the waiter, and a waiter becomes the manager. It was like it's like a switch places kind of cool thing they do.
And then January 2nd, we're gonna return with the brothers themselves, the twins, Carl and Leo Lindell.
We're not going to tell you which one's which.
To figure out where they've been, what's in the future for 2020, what's going on.
I heard maybe some secret missions. I can't confirm or deny, but if I told you, I'd have to kill you. Is what they told me.
Let's see here.
Are we getting a phone call?
No, but it's Asian with Hat is doing the right thing. He's reconnecting the stream, which is good. So, but
those small technical difficulties.
Here says Valken paid off over 600 kids in Indonesia to watch that one time. They paid them in cigarettes.
First of all, it wasn't Indonesia; it was Vietnam. Get it right. If you want to buy views, Vietnam is where you buy views from. Just so you know, just throwing it out there.
Yep. All right.
Any suggestions?
So now, since we've gotten past all the technical difficulties, hey, be sure to head on over to ValkenAlliance.com.
Best pyramid scheme in Airsoft.
Yes. Sign up. We're all about just getting folks to play in your region together and seeing what events are
I
going
have
on
been
in your
seeing
area.
actually a ton of traffic on all the pages lately, and way to
People
go,
have been
everybody!
sharing events.
People have been using it for event sharing. Local, I've seen on the Rocky Mountain region, there's been some local games posted, which is really rad. Please keep using that, guys. It's for you. Get people signed up, interact, it
And we're
promotes stuff,
featuring the
link people up.
Midwest region this week.
It's the flattest region in the Valken Alliance.
Oh, is it?
It's the flattest region. Yeah.
Well, our guest is from the Midwest.
Well, I mean, but
Which
it's
is
also
weird because, like, Oklahoma is, like, right on the border between Midwest and Southern region.
Well, if you depending on who you talk to, those Texans, they seem to think they're Southerners. I don't know how that works out.
Well, Ohio thinks they're part of the Union, too, but, I mean, they're not a real state.
We're not talking about Ohio on this channel. I have to deal with enough Ohio talk at home. My in-laws are both Ohio. Well, actually, one's an Ohio graduate, the other's a Cincinnati, and it's bad during football season. Let's put it that way.
So
it's bad.
We're going to cut to a quick commercial break. Share the show, tag your friends, get them in here. We'll be right back with Whisper, right after this quick commercial.
If the call holds up in that time.
No, Asian, I trust Asian with Hat's technical skills, man. I mean, he's got it. He's on it. So we'll be right back after this commercial break. Don't go anywhere.
So this is Gunfire, and you are watching Valken Debrief.
The shortest path to your target is always a straight line. Be sure to check out Valken's full line of highly polished precision BBs made in Taiwan. The Valken Accelerate Pro Match BB is available now at your local Valken authorized dealer.
And we are back to the Valken Debrief Airsoft live show, episode number
106.
106.
And we get to see those lovely gunfire girls. That's always a treat in the evening.
This is Peltast.
This is Kaiju.
And, as you can see, over there...
This way?
No, that way.
No, is it
that way?
This way? This way?
Is
this way?
Whisper himself, Tony Patton. Tony, thank you for joining us tonight, man.
How is it going, brother?
After all the difficulties, it's doing good now.
Hey, you know, that's what we do. We put out fires. Us, you know, technical savvy folks.
You don't become number one in this game without working hard.
So, what was that, Tony?
Tonight my camera taking a dump.
Well, I heard dump.
I don't know. Tony's frozen again.
Is he frozen?
Oh,
Do they not have the internet in Oklahoma, Tony?
Probably not.
Yes, we have it.
I mean, because I heard you guys just got electricity, so I mean, is it internet time?
I'm gonna shoot you with that.
Nice. So, if you have a question for Tony, or you would like to embarrass Tony, please put it in the chat, and we will make that happen. We'll ask him the questions, do whatever.
We're gonna give priority to embarrassing stories in the chat. No questions. Just if you have an embarrassing story about Tony, please put it down here. I'm talking to you, Silverback, if you're watching. I know you got some good ones.
So, Tony, for those that don't know you, who the heck are you?
I'm just a normal Native American. That's it, you know. Just running the mill every day. Guys been playing airsoft for I don't know how many years now. It's started before 9/11 with the government. And then, believe it or not, Omar, that used to be with Enola Gay, got me actually playing probably 2002, 2003, and I've been doing it ever since.
Oh, so you might be this might be like the second or third longest serving airsofter we've had on the show. I mean, I think maybe Tom Hall was the longest history of airsofter we've had, but this is a close second. I'm thinking probably 2003. What do you think?
Yeah, most likely.
Close second. So
I mean, he's older than their dirt, and that's why his viewing screen might be a little pixelated because he's running off of the AOL dial-up with a webcam that was like this big.
No, probably not. I'm doing a Flintstone with the birds and chisel on the house, so I'm making pictures.
Oh my gosh!
So, what is your normal gig in real life? Like, is airsofting your professional thing for work, or do you have another thing you do in real life?
It's not my real career right now is HVAC, doing heat and air right now.
Okay.
My government work. This is what I do, heat and air.
And so, professionally, what do you do in the airsoft world? Because I mean, I've known you for a while now, but I really don't know what you do for a living. Like you're just a buddy. So I've heard 10-8 tactical. I've heard body armor vent. Run me through some of that stuff.
Oh, really? Really? Those guys are gonna die. Your favorite friends, Puddin' and Dumpster, are dying here tonight. Little Spoon, huh? Great.
Are you already getting shit?
Yes, I'm already getting shit.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Wait. So
yeah, your two favorite friends are giving me a hard time.
Since it was brought up, do you want to tell the Little Spoon story just to start us off for the evening?
Well, yeah, okay. Little Spoon goes, Dumpster, we named Little Spoon a while back. You know, just joking around, you old guys joking around. And because him and Puddin' always sleep in the same room together. So I said, Dumpster's just a little spoon, I said. And then when I got hurt with work and my certain individual part of my body swelled up the size of a softball, my wife told them that I was a little spoon now. So it has stuck. And Puddin' even, Jacob Laws, Mr. Puddin' even had a patch made that said Little Spoon, and they stuck it on my hat, as you can see right there. Silverback snuck it on my hat because we were trying to get out of the hotel real quick. And I didn't know it was on there all day long until the raffle.
That's the true story.
Mm-hmm. From the horse's mouth, some would say.
Yep. Oh my gosh. You better get Puddin' on here because he's the one that did it to me.
And the worst part is that's your teammate. Those are your teammates that did that to you. Which probably shows that they're good teammates, I guess, or bad teammates. I don't know really which way to go with that one.
We're not teammates. We're all family, dude. We're just a giant, big family is what we are.
I have to say, though, so your teammate, you're just for any of you who didn't know, Tony is with a really well-known team, Aces and Eights. You guys are based out of
that's his team name?
Aces and Eights, isn't it? Did I get it wrong? Did I screw it up? Okay,
No, you got
okay, I got it right. And you guys are based out of Oklahoma. I have to say, if you guys have never seen how these guys camp, they do it right.
They camp in the game. They just spawn camp. It's bad. It's so bad.
I have to say, I've seen a lot of good campsites, but you guys have it beat. Every time I come by, there's steaks on the grill. There's a fridge full of beer. There is lounge chairs set up, not folding camp chairs. They have like lazy boys out there, and the game on the big screen. Every single time I see you guys. Is there any time that you guys don't camp like that?
Salad.
Oh, the potato salad.
Oh my
Potato
gosh,
salad.
potato salad.
Yeah, that's Silverback's castle. Yeah, his mobile castle. You can't beat that thing.
Oh, it's nice. So, let's talk about airsoft a little bit. 10-8 Tactical. Tell me about it. What is 10-8 Tactical? How'd you get involved in it?
I got involved with 10-8 Tactical through, believe it or not, my redheaded stepchild, David Lee. He hooked me up with Sean. I'd met Sean before at a tactical store we have here. And he's with a SWAT officer with the Midwest City Police Department. And he said, hey, man, and he played airsoft years ago. And he goes, hey, I want to get back into airsoft. I want to do a field here. I need your help. He goes, I've heard a lot of good things about you. You've helped build a lot of fields. And he showed us the property, numerous properties. We got the one property. We built it. And I was basically in charge of the construction, maintenance, and all the admin.
So talk me through 10-8 Tactical of the field itself. Like, what do you guys offer? How big is it? Where are you guys located at?
Well, right now we got, we had a little hiccup, and our building got taken away from us due to the owner kind of selling it out from under us to some pot growers. Mm-hmm. So we've got a training facility that's roughly 3,000 square feet, and that's where all of our live training goes on and our real steel training that goes on there. And then we're working on a 60-acre outdoor field right now.
Oh, that sounds fun. So you guys, we're talking like a blank piece of land that you're going to get to build up however you want, or is this already something you're taking over?
No, it's a blank piece of land. It's there's a new partner with them, and he's handling the outdoor, and it's on his property, and he's going to lease the property around his place too. And we're just going through the legal logistics right now on that before we can get it actually up and going. We've started doing some building, but we're at a stalemate right now.
So we get a couple months down the road, we'll be seeing outdoor love from you guys in Oklahoma again?
Oh, yes.
Excellent.
I'm hoping.
Good to
Fingers
hear.
crossed.
Good to hear.
Oh, Carl Lindell, one of the twin brothers we're going to have in the show in January, says He's talking about airsoft. One massive gay family. He quotes Silverback himself saying, "Airsoft is gay, but only gayer."
I mean, I kind of get where you're going with that, and I can agree. You know, like when I was in the infantry for a long time, I used to say it was the most homophobic, gayest place you could be.
Oh, dude,
Homophobic guys who would just
there...
be all rubbing nuts to butts every left and right, you know, just cuddling up for comfort. So
There's
nothing wrong with that.
We're just playing a big game of tag
Chicken.
and dress up.
We're adults playing freeze tag in the woods. You can't
Was
beat
it
that.
not in the infantry when it was cold? You guys didn't mind snuggling up, you know, I mean, being little spoons and big spoons. And
I always wanted to be a little spoon because that's how you stay warm.
Javier is bringing the hammer tonight. If Tony is suddenly interrupted again, don't worry. The nurse needs to change his colostomy bag real quick. He gets it changed before his bedtime pudding.
I'm going to the next event, Javier.
Well, the next one is Georgia. You going to the one in Georgia?
Blakely?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, so you,
Silverback, Brittany Dumpster, and I think Carl's going.
wait,
right now.
you guys have actually been to a Guardian game. I mean,
Centurion. He's
game.
been to two.
Been to two?
Two of them.
He's Doctors Without Borders.
He won't tell me any. Like, seriously, I have no clue who's been to these games or not because no one even will admit they've been. Like, you two are the only people who admit to have been to a Centurion game.
Oh, dude!
Like, people
you'll
won't
see
even talk
like
about
Tony and Carl like driving up in this little UTV, and they're like, "Hey, anybody need some contraband medical supplies?"
We were selling grenades, BBs, you know, feeding food.
Doctors Without Borders are selling.
I thought that's what Doctors Without
Weapons of
Borders
war.
do anyway. Like, isn't it just a cover for the arms dealers? I saw Lord of War. I know what's up.
Robert got firsthand. We snuck one of our doctors in, and he took pictures of Robert's material, left a business card in his room, the whole 9 yards.
Ooh, he took pictures of your material. I'm telling Abigail. I'm telling everybody.
I had about 20 kilos in there. All right. Fortunately, it didn't go away. So, man, we got Corey Saltsider from watching. So don't forget to vote.
Not for Corey. Do not vote for Corey.
Don't forget to vote for the loadout battle.
The guy you want to vote for the left. We need new blood.
Why do you hate Corey so much, Chris?
I hate Corey because he won. That's it. I hate winners. I like underdogs. I want new blood every week.
Corey
No wonder you love me so much because I'm a
the American Milsim Tactical Challenge last weekend.
Yeah, he's an extra winner. He can't win again this week.
And yeah, he won that too.
And he almost won a date with Upchuck right after the competition.
I heard that was a smoker. Tony, can you give us some inside knowledge? Did you take a look at that tactical challenge at all? What was going on with that?
No, I did not get to because we had our briefing going on. You know, me being part of command for CDF. We had our briefing since Cade was still on the road, so we didn't get to go over in and check it out. I wanted to. I got to see it afterwards, but it was pretty tough, dude. I mean, they were carrying 100-pound dummy, cans of water. Like, it was a giant quarter-mile obstacle course from building to building. They just kept running and gunning over through windows.
So
they were doing.
It was a genuine challenge from your point of view, like what you could see.
Yes, it was.
So next year when these guys offer it, go for it. Because all you operators out there who think you're the best, let's see what you
Corey
got.
got a nice trophy.
Did he?
But they kind of kept the prizes secret from what I understand. And Corey also won like a $500 gift certificate to Z-Shot.
Oh, they got some good stuff over there.
He won a Osprey licensed mock suppressor. I gotta say mock, not real. So
Sean makes some good stuff down there. Osprey 6 himself. You gotta,
Yep.
that'd actually be worth competing for him.
So
I would.
Supposedly it's going to be like a recurring thing. So
Every event.
I don't know if it's every event, but they also want to like take winners of single events and like have a Super Bowl or something at the end.
Oh, that sounds neat.
Yeah.
Little competition in airsoft's not bad.
And
And time fast.
yes.
Let me tell you, I think the longest time was like a 6 minutes. 20
Wow.
seconds, 8 minutes and 5 something.
So the over 30 crowd should not apply. Yeah, that's
People
a.
our side should not even think about it.
Yeah, no. Like, I'll do it, but it's probably more in the 18 to 20 minute
And
range.
we actually have the two commanders from reindeer games last weekend watching the chat. We have Guardian and the Legend watching the chat. And so who won?
Ooh.
Who won? CDF or Sierra Dynamics? Put it in the chat.
Well, we actually have to be careful about how we do stuff like that now because John is right up the road from us. A lot of people don't know he's based out of Denver for a little while. So if we're
Is he?
Yeah, if we don't behave ourselves,
Really?
John might come down and actually start some shit. Like we're not separated by like 12 hours like we used to be. Like it's like 20 minutes down the road. But hey, John, welcome to Colorado for at least temporarily.
Because he couldn't fly out. He almost missed it.
So, rewind a little bit to 10-8 Tactical. So you're working on getting that big field. It's an outdoor field now, but for people in the Oklahoma area, what are some kind of things that you guys do differently or that are popular that kind of set you guys apart or unique in that area? Is he frozen?
Well,
oh, wait, no, there he is. Okay.
No, I'm not. You got me thinking here for a minute. I mean, because all airsoft's basically kind of the same. We try to do some different style of games, which we really try to do. I'm like, I like doing this, like putting some Vietnam with like some post-apocalypse type play and all that. We're just trying to mix it up so it's not the same boring stuff every time you go out.
So that would be like post-apocalypse now, I guess. Vietnam with Fallout, like jungle survival, but with nuclear weapons.
Exactly. It's
So
like that.
that means that napalm has been dropped.
Yes, napalm, lots of napalm.
So it's post-napalm drop.
There's a field right now. It's got a bunch of pastures right now, and it's got a big right in the center. It's got a big creek with a bunch of trees. It's kind of gives that Vietnam era feel. And then so we've got the plane over there. I've already started building buildings. So it's it's going to be fun. I'm trying to build the buildings like a street. So you got like 12 houses on each side going down, so you can fight from the houses and then go into the city.
So
you're trying to make it fun.
So you guys are planning more of a holistic field so that you can like a transition purpose-built field. Because I've noticed that on some, one of the bigger problems you see with some fields is because they started building a long time ago and then added to the ground. There's not like a holistic. This is what the whole property should look like. You know what I mean? Like it's like
Right.
one style.
We have a plan of the whole 60 acres, what we want it to look like. We've sat down for probably 3 weeks and drawn out, hey, we want to put a city here, or like a city here, or like an airport in this spot here.
Nuketown. Is there going to be a Nuketown? Tell me there's going to be a Nuketown.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
That's the city. That's what I'm calling the city. It's kind of like a Nuketown area,
Okay,
right?
cool.
That's a city, and then you got like the homes over here off the like a military base in one spot, and then we're gonna have literally like a refugee camp in an area, in another spot, and then amongst the trees we're gonna have gonna build literally a Vietnam like little village, and then some like wilderness towns, a couple like wilderness towns in amongst the trees. So it might be like 4 or 5 buildings, just some tents.
Oh, we lost him.
No, it's that AOL dial-up, man. No, he's still there. He's I can see him moving around.
Oh my God, here we go.
Chad Anzel says it has to have a lonely shopping cart to be post-apocalyptic.
Just one shopping cart?
Yeah, but then that shopping cart gets turned into a technical all the time. Like you got one airsofter in the shopping cart, another one pushing it.
No. I think we've stumbled upon something magical here because that's how Juggernaut games should be. It should be someone pushing a shopping cart, and that should be Juggernaut games with like a turret and like on like a pintle mount. That's how I. Yeah, you're back.
Moose is in a conundrum. He doesn't know who to vote for. He doesn't know who to vote for. There they are.
So let's see. Hey Tony, can you help Moose out with his decision on who he's voting for?
Dude, it's swinging. It's swinging. Solotron may pull this out.
Well, no,
Solo's got that like sniper, half sniper looking thing, and Corey, dude. But if you go by looks, come on, leprechaun, because he looked like a little leprechaun. Corey at the
all I heard is that he compared somebody looking like a leprechaun, but I don't know who he was talking to.
Well, I think he said Solo kind of looks like a leprechaun with the net on his head, is what I heard.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No, Corey.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's actually, this is a tight one, guys. You guys, I'm watching the numbers jump back and forth because we got the poll up on the other screen. That's
Mike
ridiculous.
Nation says Tony's having a seizure.
No,
I hope Nation with hat knows how to do CPR.
It's called Parkinson's. It's not a seizure. Parkinson's.
He's got the shakes. He's getting up
Well, the
there.
fact that you have your reading glasses on is really not helping this because Bob called me this afternoon and said, all right, we can't do just, we have to do something besides old guy jokes because it's not going to be funny if we do nothing but, and then you show up with the reading glasses and now I just can't help myself for the rest of the episode. Like, we're stuck.
Have you guys seen the book the kids made me?
The what?
The book that Tomahawk made. Dude, this thing goes back from I was created the dirt with God. I'm Jesus' godfather.
We're going to have to publish an online copy of that.
I know, a little pamphlet. We'll hand it out whenever we go.
So, and you know, for those of you that see in Tony's screen over there on the bottom, yes, that is his yearbook from 1902. That's in the bottom of his screen right there. That's his yearbook.
You're talking about my native. This is my uncle. He's a very famous Indian sculptor.
Oh,
that's
very
right.
Cool.
Tony is Native American.
Is he? I hadn't heard that.
Tell us about your heritage. I mean,
Are you like an Oklahoma native?
No.
How do I say this without being offensive?
Just let him
Oh,
explain.
yeah, you do it. I'm gonna shut my white ass up.
That's right. Cracker. You're a salty cracker. You guys are all striving to be club crackers, which are the better tasting ones. We're from the Santa Fe area. Families in all kinds of history books on the Hazoo side or the Gallego side. Hell, my grandfather slaughtered a train in 1912. My great grandfather.
Ooh.
I mean, he ran with Geronimo. My uncle Alan here was technically the one who did this book was technically here in Oklahoma. They were on the reservation in Apache, Oklahoma. He was the first born out of treaty, as they call it, or a free Indian.
So that's off the reservation or outside of the boarding schools?
Off the reservation, no longer part of being captured by them.
Because there's a bunch of history behind that. That was around the time when they were sticking young Native Americans in boarding schools and you couldn't like speak your native tongue and all that stuff. Like that was that time period? Yeah.
Yep, that was that time period.
And I think Chad has a point. The reason why it's not AOL, the reason why he's lagging is his smoke signals are lagging.
I was waiting for it.
This is what Tomahawk made.
What?
And he did this for my birthday at Broken Home.
No. That looks like it was made by like a kindergartner.
Yeah, so that tells me it was made by Tomahawk.
Oh, okay. Wow. What is he? What?
That's a Tonosaurus. And look, there's the first mammal patents. They made it to the Great Plains, and then they finally started having the patents had opposable thumbs in this one. And then the patents discovered fire, and now they're moving on to the Middle Ages.
Oh my gosh!
With Jesus as the Last Supper stuff. You name it.
Oh my God, that's great. I feel like Tony, like we're gonna be playing with him in a game one day, and another immortal is gonna come up and hack his head off and just announce there can be only one, and then just disappear. That's how we're gonna finally lose him.
This is my favorite one.
Wait, no, you gotta put it lower.
Is that the Last Supper or?
No, he's standing with Wonder Woman. Or is that World War I? I don't know.
Tony, you either have the best friends or the worst friends. I have to say, it's on the line with that one.
They're family, man.
Oh,
boys and girls, if you've just joined us, we are having story time
with Uncle Tony.
He's
telling us what it was like before electricity and television and cars and writing. And I can't
before cell phones.
We were already past electronics.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I was getting into the Stone Age there. I could, his first airsoft video, you actually had to crank the camera.
All right, so you've been around him. Oh,
hey,
so
I have a signed copy of the original Bible. It's in stone, but I still have it.
Just says Moses XXOO.
Oh my God. So, okay. Now, I'm pretty sure he was around when Tokyo Marui invented airsoft guns.
I think he was there, like, at that moment, hanging out.
But what was your first gun ever, Tony?
It was a TMS system.
Ooh. He invoked the Tokyo Marui while he bit the soap on that one. He invoked TM
Yes.
while you made the joke about TM.
Well, they call it the S system because they didn't want to call it the samurai rail.
Oh, really? Was that the reason?
Because I think there's something else, like the real one was called like a samurai rail.
So what was? I mean, S system was before my time. I remember the Jin Gong.
So no, the S system. It had to do with the rail, right, Tony?
Correct. It was the rail.
Because Cole Thornton has my old King Arms, which has an S system rail.
Now, is the S system just that split front rail?
No, it was a split front rail where you had the bottom, but the top went all the way across the top.
I have one of those then.
Yeah.
That was actually my first gun too. It was just a JG.
It was just a pain in the butt to get on and off.
Oh yeah, like that's the first thing I did was had that rear wire.
I still have one that's an all metal TM.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
Wait, no. Murray doesn't make metal guns. What are you talking about? That's
Yes,
just.
they do. I had some of my buddies from group that were over in Japan, stationed over in Japan, and they went over to got to do a tour of the factory and all that, and they got me one. All metal.
Pictures or it didn't happen.
Yep. Unless it's on Insta, it's not a real story.
And if it's on a Polaroid, it's okay. So, tell us about. So, you've been around a minute. So, you do stuff with 10.8. You've been in the industry a long time, but now you are doing stuff with body armor vents.
Isn't vents in your body armor a bad thing so bullets can get in there? You don't want to vent your body armor. You want it to be solid, right?
Well, unless you're like a Jaeger and you need to vent the flaps or something. And
because your core is too hot?
Oh, speaking of which.
Did you just vent your core on me a little bit there?
My core on you. So, Tony, tell us about body armor vent.
Okay. I'll show you a little picture. This is a kit for body armor vent. All right.
Ooh.
2 panels. You got your Velcro, your ball here to blow it up the whole 9 yards.
Show us how to blow it up.
Put your lips on it, Tony. Just wrap your lips around that nipple on the end of it. It'll be fine.
Oh, that's David. Okay, so here what we got here. Here's my admin's vest here. You see it? There it is on the admin's vest.
So
It's
is this...
Velcro on and off, and they just come on and off whenever you want to just take it on off with Velcro. And just put it right back on. And right here at the bottom is a little clear side of this. Goes into your valve right here. Push it in, and then just like 4 or 5 pumps, and it's up. And you can see, I don't know if you can tell there, it's raised right there. With those raises, what it does, it puts your plates off your body by 1/4 inch. And as you guys know, what does your body do to cool down? It sweats. And the air cools your sweat down, which helps cool your body down. Well, we can't stop you from sweating, and we don't want to stop you from sweating. What we want to do is keep that core temperature cooler. So by putting those in there and off your body, as you breathe, the hot air comes out, sucking in cool air off the bottom because heat rises. As David put it, it's a tactical pillow. As you move, it moves in and out with the air, and it's flowing in and out and dropping that core temperature up to the greatest we've had is 20-degree core temperature difference.
Oh, so is this something that is for? I mean, is this a plate carrier only type option, or is this a product for any armor?
We are designing it for right now shoulder pads. We're looking at for like chest rigs. Anything that touches your bottom, side plates, anything that touches your body, we're trying to cool down.
So
because I wear a chest rig with a Haley flat pack, and so I only wear the back panel. So I wear a smaller, like a medium, just to go against the Haley flat pack.
I have not gotten to try it out yet because I'm a vest guy, and so unfortunately they don't have the vest panels for me yet. But I'm waiting for it.
Backpack.
I got an extra pair for you that.
No, I already talked to Tony about it.
No, I have it.
You already have it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll try it out then.
Yeah, there you go.
I get to try it out finally. Sorry, we didn't mean to ignore you there. So are those modifiable panels, or do those panels pretty much you have to use the size panel you buy?
You have to use the size panel that you get with the kit.
Okay, so if you guys get this at home, don't go cutting into it because then it won't hold air anymore and it won't keep you
We've
vented.
got some things working for possibly next year that will be airless.
Okay, cool.
You could modify, cut it.
So are you guys going to be going to like more of a foam setup or like a foam kind of like netting or something, or is that how you're going with that?
No, I haven't got to see it yet, so that's why I really can't comment too much on it. At SHOT Show, I'll know more about it, we'll be able to release more at SHOT
What
Show.
what will you be in a booth at SHOT Show? Where can they find you if they're there? Our audience.
The owner will be at Point Blank booth. Me and David will be probably there, and then we'll be walking around talking to everybody that we can.
And there'll be plenty of samples to toy with and fondle and examine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we always get this question, Tony, and so I'm going to put the question to you.
Ooh.
Tony, how do you get hired in airsoft?
Sorry.
I've never been hired in air. Oh, sorry, stepping on my glasses. I've never been hired in airsoft. Like I said, my first company I worked with was, believe it or not, was Jag Precision. I worked with them back in the early 2000s.
You know, Big Dave.
They're the shotgun people, right? They make the famous Jag scatter guns.
It's more than that, dude.
Well, it's just what I know them as.
Jag was like, they're the North America distributor for Mad Bull.
Ooh, they make good products, right? They make internal products, not outside products, but products
they were the ones that came out with the BB shower grenade. They were the first ones.
Right.
Yep.
Good people. Sorry, that was a setup. I was trying to find out more.
And then, like I said, just throughout the years, just work with people. I said, David's actually the one who got me hooked up with Body Armor Vent, just because I've used different types of systems throughout my career. So, and this is
wait, hold on. Do you mean your airsoft career?
No, my other career.
Okay.
Hold on. Actually, Cade Yates has just answered this question for Tony. See, he actually went to high school with the guy who invented Velcro. And so that's how he got into the industry, is that you have to know someone from your childhood. Back in the 30s.
Have you heard the story of Velcro?
No, I actually don't know the story of Velcro.
It's pretty cool.
Is it a good story?
It's pretty cool.
I'm going to look that up when I get home. So that'll be my toilet watching when I get home from
So, Tony,
work tonight.
you've never been hired in airsoft. So, I mean, have you just been volunteering this whole time?
They give them coupon codes.
I've got, they'd pay, I guess you'd call it hired. They'd pay for me to go to the events, give me guns to give away and all that, pay for my expenses, but I never physically actually took any pay that went into my pocket.
So if you guys are looking to finance all your dreams through your internet bucks, this is yet another guest that will tell you it's not going to happen at all.
Correct.
Sorry. There's like 3 people who make a living off the internet, and not even us don't count on that, really. We do other stuff, so.
I sure don't.
Yeah. So the best. Here's the best advice: how you get in the airsoft industry. Start your own company.
Yes. Be passionate. Don't do a GoFundMe.
Yeah. No
Actually,
GoFundMes.
create a business plan. Pitch it to a bank. Use the credit score cosigner of your mom, and get a business loan. It's that simple.
That's the best way to get into the airsoft industry. That's how MC Kaiju. That's how they did it.
Yes.
You remember these?
What's that?
Oh, he's pointing at his feathers.
He has a feather?
So, Tony and I met way back in the day.
100,000 years ago.
Yeah,
or so?
exactly. And he stood out because he actually had a feather going off the back of his ball cap. Not up, it was down. And I was like, wow, I've never run into another Native American, more than 1/8 Native American in airsoft ever.
There's a lot of jokes that I'm just going to leave on the table there.
So what's the significance of the feather for you?
That's just some turkey feathers. Just that I love my heritage, so I was like, I'm going to run my feathers. So I always ran 2 feathers, like you said, Robert, off the back of my hat, and I broke them, and now I've got some new ones. So now I'm going to actually go back to doing that again. Either that, or they'll go off the barrel of my gun.
That actually would be a really unique calling card instead of a patch, because everybody has a patch, right? But like a feather that you give away, that'd be a really cool little giveaway that you do.
But he'd be like giving away a piece of himself.
That makes it so much more special. I every time I give a present, it's a piece of myself. Are you not that emotionally involved?
Dude, when we were driving back in the van, I did not want any of those pieces that you were showing in the van.
The horror cruxes that I was just wafting towards you.
I know, right? Oh my gosh, Wyatt says Whisper's first job was actually making weapons for, was that Kublai Khan? Genghis Khan.
Oh, the chat is vicious tonight. I'm loving it. They're they're out.
What's Chad saying? I can't see. What's Chad saying?
Well, no, that was Wyatt.
Yeah, that's Barfield.
Yeah. Chad hasn't gotten on you in a while because Carl, Javier, Cade, they're all bagging on you hard right now.
Oh, it's
Wyatt
good.
Wyatt is part of the team, and we call him Yeti because he's a big monster.
Is he?
Yes. Oh,
You
he's
know,
a big guy.
Yetis aren't bigger and more powerful than a kaiju. Just saying.
Well, a Peltast is a real thing, so
That
can
is.
beat both of your
It is.
imaginary shit. So
I know,
see
right?
how that works. since your nicknames are imaginary and mine are real, I win.
Ooh. Pudding just had the greatest thing. So like a kill card. So Tony should have a kill card where, like I give away a patch if you shoot me. Tony should give away a little spoon every time he gets shot.
MRE spoons. MRE spoons is where you get those. That'd be the thing, and they're the right color. They're tactical.
Yes.
There you go.
There you go.
So if you get Tony in the future and he doesn't give you a spoon, give him some shit about it.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying.
Damn, you guys are making it hard on me, man.
Oh, dude, apparently you did not realize that this show is mostly just to embarrass you and entertain us.
No, entertain our viewers.
Oh, yeah, the viewers. Totally our viewers.
They're here to be entertained. So, kind of getting back to Body Vent. So, what's the website that people? Where can they find Body Vent? Online, Facebook, whatever.
At Body Armor Vent online or at bodyarmorvent.com.
Okay, and you said there's how many different sizes?
We got small, extra small, medium, and large.
Okay, and
Extra
they-
large. And extra large is like big.
do they all come in a pair, or is there a package where you just get one? Like for me, if I don't wear
Right
it,
now, okay, you've got for your kit. This is what you get in your kit. You got your Velcro, which you can do depending on how you do it. You can get like 3 plate carriers at it, your bulb, and 2 panels. Then we have what we call a rec kit, which is for like your backpack, which is a single panel. Which, like I showed you on the backpack here.
Spoons. He's already ordering the spoons. Okay. So, as of right now, if you only need one panel, basically it's you got to buy the whole kit and then give one away to your friend. Unfortunately. Give one away.
So roughly, what are people looking at for? What's the retail for a rec kit? Retail for a full kit?
These are 60 for airsoft for your which we call our recreational ones, and then a single panel is 40, like this right here. Because you can go out this for like backpack panel for $40.
That's not bad.
That's really not. I mean,
it's not expensive.
I think, especially being a newer gadget in the tactical world, because like it seems that the life cycle of gadgets in the tactical world is
Because
this.
there's a lot of people that spend like $60 on an optic.
It's like $150 is what everything comes in at when it's new.
Yeah.
Because that's like what everybody asks for. And then it eventually gets down to a reasonable price. I really dig that this is starting at a reasonable price. So it's something you don't have to make a decision about it. Because $40, that's just a swipe the card, don't think about it type deal.
Right.
Yeah.
But $100, you got to talk to the wife about it.
Remember, hey guys, this was invented originally by a police officer that was wounded really bad in Chicago, and he's the one that actually invented this company and this product. And he got medical retired because of it. And like I said, there was something in between the soft armor. So this actually started for police departments under the soft armor, and then led on to the military. And then David and me got to bring it to airsoft, which that's what we're trying to do is bring it to the airsoft world.
So, and I just have to ask it because it's what always gets asked. What makes this system unique from some of the other products that are out there on the market?
Like I said, this is where I got to come in because I've got to try through my last career. I got to try different versions of this, and this by far doesn't dig into you, doesn't rub you raw, doesn't pinch you, and it actually slides with you. Where the other ones would dig in, this would actually slides, and when you move, it actually moves with your body. And this, because it's air, when you pump it up, it actually, if you pump it up when it's on your kit, it actually makes your kit tighter, so things don't bounce, your plates don't dig into you.
The biggest advantage it's providing over some other systems is it's number one, it's adjustable because you can vary the amount of air you have in it. It moves with the excuse me. It moves with the body armor. And it's not separate Because I've seen a couple of mesh vests that you wear underneath some spacer vests, and I can see where that's a problem, where that if they're not attached to each other, you can get rolling, you can get one thing slides, the vest moves one way, and then the body armor moves another way. This is all in one, all attached, completely adjustable, so this is kind of the ultimate mousetrap when you've gotten to this category of products, basically. Did I get
Correct.
that
Like I
right?
said, you are correct. We've had some soldiers at Lejeune, Camp Lejeune, for the Marines that are loving.
Yeah, I was about to
because
say
they
those aren't soldiers; those are Marines, Tony. Yeah, Lejeune. Those are Marines.
leather mesh, you know, they were they because when they'd go on their ruts and that, they said it stopped all that their weight on it, stopped it all bouncing because now they got to pump it up and hold it nice and tight so it didn't bounce and beat up to death.
Oh, awesome, dude! I'm actually kind of excited to try out this system now that I found out it works for mine as well. Because I mean, I'm not the most sensitive. Well, my problem is like my vest has two buckles right where my nipples are, and so there's the only piece of hard plastic on the whole vest, so I get a little bit of chafing at the end of the day after a long
I like
day.
it.
It's important for the audience to know they might have nipple chafing issues. You ever talked to runners? That's all they talk about is their chapped nipples, and the band-aids they need to put on them, and the body glide and all that. I'm just saying, it happens.
I got a story on that when I was down range. A different system I was using was a mesh. It rubbed me raw that I got hold of my wife and said, send me some, you know.
Tassels.
Not tassels, because my sister-in-law was a stripper. So I said, hey, this is me and get me some nipple covers, and she did.
Dude, all you had to do was just get
Band-Aids.
breastfeeding pads.
No, the Band-Aid, because the self-adhesive was so strong, when you start pulling them off, it started peeling your skin off.
I like how I'm the inappropriate one, and these two old fucks have jumped from like nipple chafing to breast pads. Like I don't know how we've gotten to this place. We have completely gone off the rails.
So really quick, the voting for the loadout battle, I can't believe this. It's tied. 50-50 right now. It is tied.
Actually, we're not making that up. It is a dead heat right now. Like sometimes we just fuck with you guys and give you random numbers. This is a 100% dead heat. This is the most violent loadout battle we've had yet. I mean, if this was an actual battle, this would be like Forrest Griffin at the end of The Ultimate Fighter back in the day. That would be this fight. It's awesome.
Speaking of fighting, Javier says when Tony says he was downrange, he means the 7-year war.
No, that's mean. It was the revolution. Okay, they had muskets.
Oh my gosh! Oh, Tony, here he goes again, man. I'm loving it. Tony got hired by Body Armor Vent because not too many people know what it's like to sweat in Roman armor.
What did they call it? It was a lorica.
Wow, look at you.
Yeah, you like that? How was your first lorica there, Tony? I was a history major in college, so that
tough,
helps out.
man. It was tough, you know. My first one was made out of bronze, and it kind of rubbed me in bad spots.
Did that Centurion get on your ass real bad?
So last weekend, you made it down to American Mill Sims Reindeer Games.
Fort Hood.
Which reindeer games was this, Tony?
Like 497 or something like that.
What were we, 18.
18. So, for those that have never been to Fort Hood before, what would you say to them?
You got to give it. You got to try it. Whether it's with American Mill Sim or not.
He just
apparently
smoke signals for us.
Apparently, the NSA heard him say something important, and he's breaking OPSEC, so they cut him off.
Tony, are you still there?
I'm here.
Okay, here he goes. Because you got to start completely over.
One more time. Start off at Fort Hood, and then everything after that.
Yes.
He said, if you haven't been to, whether it's AMS or not, you need to play at Fort Hood. It's so fun because it's CQB, but it's CQB from every direction because you could be in a building and getting shot from another building through a window. So you've really got to watch where you're going and how you're playing and know your complete 360. And if you work like a team, it is absolutely awesome.
How's that wood line
now?
How's that wood line now? Oh, we there?
You there?
Sorry. How's that wood line? Because I'll tell you what, the buildings are cool, but the wood line around that range is nasty.
I spent all day Saturday protecting checkpoint 2 and 3 which were about 200 yards apart, and it was all in the woods.
Ooh.
And it was, which is my domain. I love the woods. It was a blast.
So, about how much vision you got wintertime in those woods? Are we talking like 30 to 40 meters tops ish?
No, it was actually better than that. But what killed us was the multicam black. Dude, it blended so well with the dark bark on the trees.
Oh, really?
I shot at shadows numerous times, and it wasn't a person.
So, I mean, because I thought that the multicam black was going to be a negative for Sierra Dynamics this weekend, and especially because, you know, the CDF guys can just wear whatever they want. So you could put some interesting mixed outfits together to break up your signature. And I thought that
Correct.
the CDF guys were just going to be standing out with all their snow typhon and whatever they were wearing. What's that stuff called?
Well, only 2 people wore the snow stuff. That was Josh and some little kid.
Oh, Solotron. He was wearing the LBX Snow Raptor.
Snow Raptor? Did I get it right?
Snow Raptor.
Okay, Snow
Yes,
Raptor.
and at a distance, he looked like CDF. So it caused problems. But, yeah, in the woods, it worked great for him in the woods. Now, in the buildings, they stuck out like sore thumbs. But in the woods, I mean, in the shadows, it worked great.
Wow. So, for those that are going to attend a Fort Hood event, do you recommend camping on site, or do you recommend getting a hotel nearby? Or
I do the hotel because I'm just getting too old. You know, I like to take a shower and, you know, be able to sit on a real toilet and all that. But if you like to
with your
camp,
inflatable donut?
that's right. You know, the hemorrhoids are terrible. But if you
Tony actually has one of those toilet seats that are like 3 inches of foam that you go and get your grandparents' house when you have hemorrhoids. It's actually his actual toilet seat back home. Sorry.
I'm gonna sit but if you look at Frosty had a whole city set up. You know, I mean, it's just, if you like to camp, it's a great place. And this time it was gorgeous. The weather was not bad. The wind wasn't bad. It was absolutely gorgeous on Saturday.
Are we talking
Wait. So AMS did not suffer from the AMS weather curse last week.
Because there's two things that AMS always has a problem with. It's never on time and weather.
Okay, but you can't say AMS is not on time. It's the players.
I'm not. I wasn't assigning blame. I just said the AMS experience always is delayed, whether it's AMS that causes it or the AMS players.
AMS doesn't cause it. So,
yeah.
Oh yeah, Josh Longton Solotron said he camped, and so you probably had Frosty with his big, huge vehicular pop-out thing that's got a shower.
He's got that badass FJ that he puts the car top 10 on.
But then you got Solotron, who's got this motorcycle pop-up trailer little dealio.
Oh, there's a question we should ask Solotron. Did you run over your gun again this event? Or was it safe this time? Did we remember to put our gun in the car, not under the car?
Why did you do that?
So Josh,
that was at Copperhead. Right?
Copperhead. So and he can tell the story better, but the story he told was basically he was so tired that he like put his gun down on like the corner of his trailer or something, and then moved the trailer or his truck and drove over it, and it still worked the next day.
See, you upset the JP.
Did I upset the JP?
Yeah,
Why?
because your statement wasn't very clear. You've upset the JP.
I think he's got a guilty conscience because I said AMS in whole.
No, look, Cade says Stardix was good. They start on time. Now, see, here's what you have to understand too. It was a last minute thing, and it wasn't AMS's fault. It was the Marine staffing and the range control. They got limited to only one mount site.
I said nothing
and
about
at the last minute, they had to reset.
Everybody's getting
And
very
they reset very well.
butthurt about it. This was an offhand joke. I was not saying something particular. Is there something that I don't know about here that everybody's a little? Because lateness, is that big a deal?
It has nothing to do with AMS. It has to do with players.
I'm not blaming AMS. I'm blaming
other producers that
how many games?
Like Greg Brothers, he will hold formation with his megaphone and be like, all right, we're not going to start this game unless you 100 other people.
I am not pointing fingers
here.
at purely AMS. It is a airsoft problem that nothing starts within a half an hour of when it's supposed to.
I still
there is always
love
players
you,
walking up. I love you, JP. I love your game.
No, he doesn't.
I mostly hate my partner right now. Okay. Did we have our fight for the day? Are we done? Do we have our
Is
fight?
he still frozen?
I think we've just forgotten about our guest at this point.
Tony, are you frozen? He's frozen. Okay, there he goes. He's moving now.
Well, I mean, the frozen thing could... It's not always a computer issue with him. It could be his palsy. So...
out in the street so he makes it. That's why we lost one of the mountain facilities.
So here's a question for you. You've been around
And
for
AMS
forever.
back.
Oh, did we get him back?
I don't know. He's like, we're getting like every other word.
So you've been around for forever and a day. What is the best location? Best, if it's even if it doesn't exist anymore, what is the best airsoft site you've ever been to? Because we always ask this question.
I would have to say, besides Hood, I love the Guardian Center a lot.
Now, here's the question. Do there need to be cars in the street at Guardian Center?
No, you don't need to have cars. You can do it without the cars, but the cars do make it a lot more funner.
There you go. We were saying that when our last visit there was no cars out in the streets, so it provides a little too big a gap to run across in most of the places. So cars are very important to that. I thought always.
Dumpsters work too.
They have dumpsters?
Dumpsters work too.
I didn't know they had dumpsters to push out.
So Tony, help me out to help my partner recover from the AMS fiasco. Tell people that have never attended an AMS event what they could look forward to.
What they can look forward to, fun play, first of all. I mean, friendly staff, great way to get chrono because they always use the exact same people to chrono all the time, so there is no one of that bull crap. And the guy's a tech, so he can help you out.
You can say his name.
Play, I mean, it's great play. What else do we got? Let's see. Like I said, I like them. The command staff, depending on the side, like our command staff, we don't care if we have fun as long as you have fun. And that's what we're there for, to make sure you have fun. And AMS is about the same thing.
Nice. Can you share with us like a couple war stories from the weekend?
Was there any good backs and forts?
I think back forth. I just got my gun back, my mower back. I just got it back from Troy and Shelley at Stampede, who build all my guns.
Big old props to Stampede. Awesome work. Yeah. Awesome shop.
I was shooting probably 350 plus feet. I was back in the tree line at checkpoint 1 past the helicopter pad, and I was shooting past building 2. And these guys are trying to come around building 2, and Carl goes, "Hey, Tony, there they are right now." And Barton Dawn and Steve Sue were moving. His team was moving up the side of 2, and they were on that corner right there. And I just stepped out and just started mowing the heck out of them, and they were just throwing up their hands, hit. And that was probably my best battle part there.
So you caught the Norwegians, the Vikings sleeping this weekend, is what you're saying?
Yeah, no, they were on my side. So I was helping get there.
Wait, you shot them? Hold on a second.
No, it's around the corner trying to get them.
Oh, okay.
The best thing I seen was Cade, the legend, dude. I mean, my gun, I shot 25,000 rounds this weekend, and 10 minutes ago when I went through my last mag, and so I grabbed my pistol and my flag that you guys saw earlier here, my wonderful flag here, and I went running through the field. And Cade, 3 minutes left. Cade gets hit. He runs 3 minutes. He runs back down from the mosque or the embassy, respawns and comes running back. And I mean, we throwing smoke, and he just, with his cowboy hat goes flying off, the radio goes flying, and he just goes running and never got hit. He made it all the way into the embassy, and it was just unbelievable. I mean, all the shots coming through, everybody's getting hit. He never got touched. It was just unbelievable to see him do that. It was just great.
So we got JP, one of the founders of AMS. He's like, AMS can guarantee you rain, it can guarantee you sleet, it can guarantee you mud, and heat, and guarantee you too much Bo Stewart. I love it.
No. I'm going to disagree with that because there's never too much Bo Stewart.
What?
If you have too much Bo Stewart.
Bro. Solo's the best thing ever, bro.
Hey,
I'm telling you. You're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about.
We're gonna have Elijah.
Bro, come on,
bro. And we're gonna have Boaz. We're gonna have Elijah and Boaz together. We're gonna go out there. We're gonna play some airsoft.
The last thing that really stands out to me was I know you guys know who Titan Batteries.
Oh,
Yep,
Matt Horner.
Matt Horner,
High five.
yep.
Matt Horner, much props.
They gave me a lot of props at the event, which I didn't know. During the raffle, they called me up, and he went on this big spiel. Hey, we want to thank this person for helping us get into airsoft and hooking up with AMS and helping us design some of the batteries and all that stuff. And
That's right. This is something else this old fart has done.
Did he
And
sneak his way into Titan Power as well?
No,
Work
he
with them?
actually helped them design some of their first battery configurations for airsoft because they're known for like the RC
Yep.
world and stuff. And Tony? What was the first project? Like a PEC battery or something like that?
yeah, David, hand me that green bag. I don't know if it's in this green bag or not. It might be in my gun box. Is it? No. It's a block this big because I showed him my box mag on my gun. Here it is. Right here.
Thank you, our intern there, intern David Lee there, taking care of business on the other side of the camera.
That's what he is. What I did is met with Trent and we were talking about they're trying to get into it, and he goes, well, what kind of weapon do you run? I told him, I said, hey, I shoot this many rounds. He goes, no, you don't. I go, yes, I do. And he goes, where's your battery? I go, well, mine sits under my box mag and it gets fed through it. So he measured it and he come out with this, and he also made one with a PEC box to go for Silverback's gun for his saw.
So that's where the Titan essentially batteries family comes from. Is you guys need a machine gun battery.
And this style of battery right here.
I'll tell you what, I've been running Titans for a while. I am completely satisfied with them.
My battery went
huge
dead.
capacity.
My battery went dead around the 19,000 mark on this battery.
Oh wow,
That is a lot of rounds.
And it was actually Tony that kind of brought Valken and Titan together. Yeah. So Matt and I, we actually talk about stuff. We're trying to help out with the whole T connector movement.
T connectors are important, not Deans. They're called T connectors.
This is the Dean's dude that invented it. What is that?
What
They
is
gave
showing?
me this battery that's not on the market yet, and you see it's got my name on it. They all signed it, and it'll be released at SHOT Show. I can't say much more about it. I can't show you the other side of the battery right now, but they gave me this, so to me that was a big honor.
Ooh, so if you guys want to check out are we going to call it the Tony Custom? The Patton Special will be shown off next month.
It's got my name on it.
Oh, that's cool. That's neat. I don't have my name on it.
They signed it.
I mean, but why would you name your upfront powerhouse energy product after an old geriatric dude?
Because it's like Energizer. It just keeps going. Not great performance, but it's always there.
Okay.
It just limps along.
I got you.
Back up.
So yes, one of the things I like about Titan Power is they've actually switched to a new T connector, because a lot of you notice that a lot of the industry uses the red T connector. Yeah, Tony's showing it right there. It's the black one, which before the black T connector was always known as the mini T connector on G&P airsoft rifles. And what is really good about this new black T connector, it's more resilient to heat. Because some of you that have tried soldering the red ones, and if you get those connections too hot, it'll just start melting into that red plastic. But these black ones are more heat resilient, and they have nubs, so you have grip. You actually have grip, so you're not yanking on,
I have
on the
actually
wires.
pulled a wire out of the back of a T connector before because I didn't have enough to grip on. Because if you're stupid like me and didn't know much, and you use the automotive world, in the automotive world you can grab wires to pull things apart. Not in this world.
Yep.
Nope, can't do that.
So Tony, as Javier says, Tony was there when Ben Franklin was out in the storm. Do you see yourself in airsoft 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 500 years
He's going to
from
have
now?
to go borrow that chair from BFA if he keeps playing any longer.
I don't plan on giving up anytime soon. Believe it or not, playing or even just in a command staff or whatever. I just love to do it. So yeah, 5 years from now, even 10 years now, I can still see me playing, as long as my body will let me.
Well, because this was this the first game since you were laid up in the hospital?
No, I think
No,
War Game.
on with you guys, first one.
Remember War Game? He was at War Game with the Aces and Eight guys. That was the first
No,
one.
no. There's,
Avalon.
Oh, it was Avalon.
Before Avalon, he was. You remember he's taking selfies of him in
yeah.
the hospital bed?
I thought War Game was the first one back from that, not Avalon.
No, that was before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. No. We were tracking. You're just trying to. You were cutting me off a little early there. I was getting to the point. You intercepted me.
Well, you didn't land the plane fast enough.
I'm trying. You got to let me land. You can't just shoot it down as soon as you get bored.
Here's another plug for Titan. You guys I helped do this box right here too. It's pretty cool. It'll charge your battery, but it'll also tell you what every cell on your battery is, whether it's a LiPo or not.
Ooh, that's convenient.
Oh, yes.
Because I'm still using a plug non-digital charger for my batteries. I need to upgrade.
But it'll also,
Every time we have something new, I get shamed. Yep.
Charge my battery.
Yep. So, all right, we're going to cut to a quick commercial and get
commercial time
into
again?
events. Man, the voting is so close.
Oh,
the
wow.
voting
What
is
is
so
it?
close. So, well, we're not going to say exactly, but be sure to vote. Hit that little purple button down there by the like button and cast your vote for
Josh Longton on the left. Cast your vote for Josh Longton.
Come on.
No one I've promoted to this point has won. Like I pick losers apparently. So I mean, it's not like my endorsement helps.
It tells you how you think about Josh.
All right, we're going to cut to a quick commercial break, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to be talking about events between now and the end of March. And
we
I'll tell
already
you
into next
what,
year?
it's
already next
filling
year.
up. First quarter
Oh, wow.
is filling up. Yeah, see? First quarter is filling up fast. So we'll be right back right after this quick commercial break.
Hi, this is Virgil from Historic Blast Camp Paintball and Airsoft, and you're watching the Valken Debrief.
Be sure to check out the Valken Tactical Kilo Gloves. Each glove is equipped with stretch mesh fabric and Velcro wrist closures. They come with silicone grips in those high contact areas and are touch screen friendly. These gloves are ultra lightweight and have soft gel padded knuckles to protect your hands against BB strikes. So no matter what kind of playing conditions you encounter, the Valken Tactical Kilo Gloves are the right fit for you.
And we are back, the Valken Debrief Airsoft live show number...
Oh, 106, sorry.
I'm
I was in the
Kaiju.
chat. I'm Peltast. Mr. Whispers on the
No, Little Spoon.
Little Spoon. Little
Little
Spoon's
Spoon.
down here-ish. Somewhere on this side of the camera.
Over there.
Over there.
Down
over
there.
Okay, that way.
So we have come to our wonderful event segment.
We've come full circle with the evening. We have to talk about the future now. We talked
Yes.
about the past, and when we're talking with Tony, we're talking about the far past. The very far past.
All right, Tony, feel free to comment on any of these events as we move through.
First one's a goodie. So we got Revelations. Got it right this time. Again, 10. 14th and 15th, that's next weekend. Appalachian Region, Ballahack Airsoft, Chesapeake, Virginia. Ballahack's just a cool place. If you haven't been there, if you're on the East Coast, schedule your trip around some time at Ballahack if you can. Open world game. It's one of the first open world games, one of the first post-apocalyptic games. I think he's been doing it for 9 or 10 years now. I don't think he numbered it for the first couple of years. But they've got it down to a science. Go check it out if you're in that area. Tony, have you gotten a chance to check out Ballahack yet?
Oh yeah, when I was back at Fort Bragg, we used to go up there. We even did the blue-gray game there with AMS. The Blast. Fun place.
Excellent. So, recommendation from the Whisperer himself. Coming up after that, Battle for Los Angeles 2020. This is January 31st to February 2nd, so this, I guess, would be a New Year's game weekend. So you can go and have a New Year's of Airsoft. Pacific Region, Desert Fox Airsoft Events is holding this. This is at George Air Force Base in Victorville. If you guys have seen the broken down military housing area that you see on a lot of videos, that's Victorville. It's like Copperhead, but with lots of pointy metal, basically, and crumbling buildings.
It is. Fun place. Crumbling apart, but it's a fun place to play at.
Have you gotten to play there yet?
Yes. Multiple times.
Any tips, tricks, pieces of advice you got for the audience if they head up there?
And like you said it's like it's like Copperhead, but a little different. That's it. I mean, it's identical. Big gaps between the places, small gaps, run, and watch that you don't step on something and get hurt.
Awesome.
because it's falling apart.
All right, coming up after that.
Oh,
Excuse me. A little gassy. Ooh. Taco Hell's coming back up. Operation Bone Strike 4. This is February 21st to the 23rd. Third Coast is hosting this in Vicksburg, Mississippi. Vicksburg is there a base there or something? What's
Dude,
it?
Tony knows that area very well. He was there in the Civil War. Ba-dum-bum.
So Vicksburg, is that like an old base? Is that what is that?
It's a historical Civil War,
Like battle? They're actually at the Vicksburg battlefield like center thing, or
probably somewhere in there.
Oh, that's cool. So
is that the hospital one where they play at the hospital?
I don't know.
I think the hospital isn't the hospital. You're talking about the Breach Point game. That the hospital doesn't exist anymore.
There's another hospital.
Is there another hospital?
Yeah.
Oh, well then.
And I think that's the one there at the hospital.
TCA, Sal Zuniga, and all those crew.
Sam Asadi.
Sam Asadi.
From
Junkies. Good people, all airsofters. They play airsoft everywhere, run TCA for the love of the community. They're real big on little birds. So if you want to take a helicopter ride.
On a little bird.
Little bird. Like, the Kaijus, the OH6.
Land on a roof.
You want to pretend you are with 160th SWAR. You can do that. They set you up. I don't think they throw grenades out of the helicopters anymore. I think that was a one-time thing. You got any words of wisdom about TCA there, Tony?
Dude, I've played it a couple times. Those guys are great. It's the first time I ever did a gun to Jules, which I wasn't expecting and caught me off guard, so I was a little hot. But yeah, fun. I mean, the way they do it is really fun. How they try to do the format of their games, it was really great.
So, and if you guys don't know, they do really interesting objective stuff there. They have these tablets where you have to do like brain teasers
and they're hidden like in
stuff.
electrical. They're mounted in electrical boxes, so you could like literally walk by one because you think it's part of the building.
Yeah,
it's pretty dope.
So putting some thought into it, interactive, really cool, hard chargers. Check it out. Coming up after that is Road to Kharkov. That is the same weekend. This is going to be a Milsim West joint at Hill 559 in Clovis, California. You guys know Milsim West's reputation. They are 100% authentic head to toe. If you want the full, I guess...
Immersion,
yeah. I was going to say Milsim, but...
Like the full, yeah, not the immersion. Centurion does the full immersion. Milsim West does the full...
Experience.
Military simulated, like, FTX.
Yeah. So, I mean... And I'm not that big a fan of it because I've dug my holes. But if you want to dig holes and you want to occupy some of the woods,
your entire loadout into the game,
ruck it in, ruck it out, sleep in your iPro. If you want to get hardcore, Milsim West. I mean, I'm too old for it. But
yeah,
if you're
we did that in real life, and it's like we don't put real plates in our body armor. They're plastic. We don't do that anymore. But they do put on a good production.
If you are looking for that experience that is balls to the wall, if you want to be able to go raid people in the middle of the night, if you want to be, anything goes. I mean, basically, I've heard it described as you signed a waiver, go have fun. That's your game. So, Tony, any thoughts on it?
I'm like you guys. I'm too old for that.
Leave it. It's a good young buck.
But yeah, don't miss it if you're looking for that next challenge in your gameplay. Coming up after that, another Milsim West joint. This is going to be the Saratov Insurgency, the 20th and the 22nd of March. It's going to be at Panthera Training Center in Oldfields, West Virginia. I've never heard of Panthera. Do you know anything about Panthera? Tony, you heard of Panthera?
I've heard of it. I've never been there though.
So
I thought he was in one of the groupies for Pantera.
Pantera groupies, like Slayers and Metallicas?
Yeah.
You guys are hard.
I was thinking more the Ford Pantera. Do you remember that?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the Ford Pantera back in the day. Rear-engined Ford. The only one you can find.
Yep.
So, coming up after that, let me see. All right, for our Hispanic and Spanish speakers, Latinx, I think is the term we're using now. Please don't yell at me. I'm going to try my best to pronounce this. Traición en Copan. Did I get that right? Am I close enough?
That was pretty
Javier,
good.
let me know if I got it right.
That was pretty good.
March 27th to 29th, Southern Region. Can someone tell us what Traición en Copan means? I don't know what
Turk's in the chat. You can ask
Turk, please let us know what that means.
Turk's in the chat. Doug Smith's in the chat.
Let us know in the chat what that actually means.
So ticket sales went on sale last Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we
How big is that event?
We announced
just
that
so people.
event. Well, just to give you an idea, it's only been 1 week.
Mm-hmm.
They've already sold a third of the tickets.
All the tickets is gone.
So
and that's more information than I've gotten about Centurion ever.
Yeah, and they actually have a 1-for-1 buddy system. So, say if I am a military member and I buy a ticket, full price ticket, but I have my buddy over here who's a vet who has his DD-214, and I can bring him, and it's no cost to him. All that has to be done is that we have to show his DD-214 to make sure that he is truly a military veteran. They vet the process, and he's being sponsored by a military vet that's actually paid for a ticket.
I heard they're doing something new with that this year. If you have a blue cord, you get to stay indoors, but if you're a pogue, you have to go stay in the woods.
No. Blue cord Bubba, he stays out in the woods.
I'm teasing. There was a small veteran joke there. It's okay.
There you go. And the hit stick. There you go. Another innovative product from Turk.
From
Rudiment Arms.
Rudiment Arms. Yeah. By the way, if you guys are going to do Centurion, pick yourself up one of these hit sticks. It's a real easy way to tell your status in the game, and it's another cool innovation that they're doing down there. I really am trying to get down to a Centurion event so I can be one of those guys telling everybody that I can't tell you what's going on. Like, because it's really starting to bother me at this point. I hate being on the outside of an inside joke.
Well,
all right.
Go with us.
I might. I got to check my schedule. I have a life, or I pretend to have a life.
Robert.
All right, coming up last, Operation
Not
Castle.
Last, it's just the last one we're covering tonight.
Is it well, I mean...
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
End of March.
End of March. Operation Castle, 27th to 29th. Lion Claws at the prison in Carson City, Nevada. Now, I'm actually really stoked to see how this turns out. I talked to John. We had dinner with John a little while ago, and he was talking about this event, and it sounds really neat. There's going to be multiple factions. There's going to be like bad guys. There's going to be not so bad guys. There's going to be like gang members in the prison. There's going to be it's going to be a very dynamic weekend.
Like if you want to be a prisoner, you actually have to have an orange jumpsuit.
Yep, and you are doing prisoner shit. Right. There's going to be.
But then people are thinking airsoft. Like, what about my Okay, they take off the top part, wrap it around their waist. They still got the orange pants on. I mean, maybe you jump some guards. Get into it.
I trust John. He said it's going to be interesting. 3 separate factions fighting over a prison. Fuck it, you're in a prison. Who cares? Who cares what you're doing there? You're playing in a prison.
Just one rule. Never, ever, ever close a door behind you.
Ooh.
Or you're going to be there a while.
I have some good prison jokes, but I can't tell them on the show.
The one prison I've played at is the prison training facility at Altair down in southern Florida. That place is pretty dope.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I think my bucket list prison place I'd want to go to is up in Scotland. They have a field. Scotland, England. And I'll ask Chairsofter about this next week. He'll probably know better. But every video I see from it, it's like all the courtyards and everything turned into like speed soft fields. And then it's like an old prison. And then the inside of the prison is like, just left how it was. And so you get this transitioning fight indoor, outdoor. It looks awesome every time I see it.
Kate says, oh man, Midwest is hurting for some events. Well, you got to imagine Midwest is still in the wintry stage. They can't go as early as March. Mass, Missouri Airsoft Simulation Site, they actually had an event.
Mac.
What?
The old Mac.
It's the old Mac, but now it's Mass, run by Matt Holler. And Twig can probably, comment here. Twig was watching in the chat, Twig Humphrey. But they actually had an event scheduled for April, I believe, but they had, because of some stuff, they pushed it back to June. We've actually shared that event link in the Midwest Region Alliance page. So we're always trying to add events. But if you see an event, you're a member of the Alliance, share it to your region page, because a lot of people don't know about events. So we try to share as many events as possible, but if you're a member of Alliance and you're in one of the Facebook Alliance regional groups, share events that you're going to into the group. I can't be left to share it all the time.
This is actually a great segue. How can someone get their event on our event list?
So, all you have to do, Facebook direct message either the Valken Airsoft page or the Valken Alliance page and share your Facebook event. It must be a Facebook event.
We'll do all the rest.
Yeah.
And we'll take care of you. We'll promote it. We'll talk about it.
Don't send me a JPEG of the poster. No.
Just a thought, but if you're doing a different kind of event, like we don't really know about it, or like it's not, like that Nashville, what they were doing down at Nashville Airsoft earlier this year, they're doing that like Western game. Send us a little blurb what the event's about. If it's something new, it's something different, it's something that hasn't been on the scene before, like we can't talk about it if we don't know. So a little information helps out. We appreciate it.
Or you can email your event to atrain@valken.com and we will definitely get it on the event segment. So, Tony,
make sure you put in the title "not junk mail." Very important.
Yes. So, Tony, thank you so much.
Always a pleasure to spend time with you, brother. Always a pleasure.
I missed you guys last week. I wish you could have made it. Hey, I love the Christmas lights around your thing there.
I know, it's just like Christmassy. Look at it, Christmas.
Every goddamn time. Every goddamn time.
Just wait till next week.
I'm gonna get a Grinch costume for next week. I'll do it. I'll be the Grinch. I don't care.
You're gonna meet the Christmas scepter.
Oh my god.
Robert, hey, when next time you guys come through, you got to stop off at the training center at 10-8. We have a 360 shooting thing, so you got literally go in there and a 360 target shooting airsoft guns.
I think we'll take you up on that. I've actually been thinking about doing a trip to your area anyway because I got an open invitation from Lone Wolf to come shoot guns on his property, and when I get free range time offered, I don't turn that down.
That's true. That's true. So before we head out, it's the loadout battle. It's about to come to an end.
Oh, do we have to announce? I kind of want to just leave this hanging, and I want to do like we'll announce it tomorrow. I almost want to mess with the audience.
No, we actually have to warn them that it's coming to an end. So
do we? Okay.
If you haven't voted, you got 10 seconds left.
Tony, why don't you give us the countdown, buddy, since you're our special guest.
9, 8.
Better vote.
7.
Hurry.
Let's do it now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And it's closed. We are publishing the results.
Here it comes.
Holy smokes.
Oh, I hate you, Tony. I hate you so much. We can't get Yingling out here. You know that, right? Oh, by the way, I can be bribed in any event for a 6-pack of Yingling. I'll do almost anything for it. Just if you guys don't know.
Wait a minute. What's the percentage people are seeing on their screen?
Wait, what happened?
Dude.
No. Is this a push?
People should be able to see the results because I published the results.
I'm not seeing nothing.
I just see my vote.
Oh, dude.
What
does it say?
It's perfect.
It says 50-50. What the hell are we going to do?
Maybe that is I guess they'll have to go again next week.
No, seriously.
No, I'm not.
What are we going to... It seriously says 50-50.
Okay, so...
Wait, now Josh says he sees 52-48.
Okay.
I see 50-50.
It was like 52-48.
And then it was 51-49.
But I did vote right before we ended. I saved my vote. Maybe my vote knocked it back to 50-50.
Kate says, I don't see anything.
What did we do?
I don't know.
How did we screw this up? Oh, we're getting more...
Because it's closed.
Oh, Josh says he has a screenshot.
Okay. I screenshot it.
He screenshotted it, okay.
Okay.
There we go. Now we're at 51-49. Okay, I guess it had some last minute weirdness. I think are we calling it for Josh? We're calling it. Corey goes down. Sorry. That's how it is.
Well, Corey did win the AMS Tactical Challenge last weekend.
How many weeks did Corey win this? He had 4?
He had 6 wins.
And then how many did
Moose had 5.
Okay.
Corey had 6.
Ooh.
There's not enough weeks left in the year for Josh.
So I guess Josh would be our first champion for next year, and then the challengers would come after him if he's the reigning champion. Right?
Well, we still got 2.
We didn't think this contest out properly.
We still got one more show this year. We still got one more show.
So, congratulations, Solotron. Sorry, Corey, you got to kick rocks till next year. Always can resubmit.
Against him.
Ooh.
Well, if Asian with hat would actually submit a submission.
For a guy who takes pictures for a living, he doesn't seem to ever send us any pictures. So I'm a little. I mean, if he wants to be in, all you got to do is submit.
Yep.
He's over here said no.
So we want to give a big shout out to Enola Gay, our sponsor,
the Valken Alliance. And is anybody else? Are we sponsored by?
You know what? I'm so glad that Holly in Control Room B is back because she actually got the AI mod to turn back on. The AI mod.
Oh, is it back?
Actually, yes.
Oh wow! And with a fist of the mod's doing emojis too.
I know, right?
It must be a
I don't know
younger AI.
We're so happy that Holly's back from maternity
Thank you,
leave
Holly.
in Control Room B.
No more kids.
Thank you so
no
much.
No more kids. See us for condom,
you cannot,
and that works
no
for you.
No more vacation time. No more PTO. You actually got mod 2.5. Actually, what? Oh, mod 3.0. It had an upgrade.
Did the home office? Did we get bigger budget? Is that what happened? We went 3.0. We went from 2.0 to 3.0.
We went from 2.5 to 3.0.
So just a small jump. Thank you, Gina. We appreciate it. Home office, we appreciate it. We appreciate the budget.
Oh, AI mod saying she had to change its fuses.
Oh. Do computers have fuses nowadays?
Well, we did go from the little tubular airsoft fuse to the car fuses now.
Ooh, we're moving up in the world.
Yeah, we are.
Once again, hey, thank you guys so much for spending it's Thursday, right? Thursday?
It is
Thursday. For the 106th time with us. That's kind of amazing. You guys chose to hang out with us 106 times.
We're up there.
Oh, we're up here? Yeah. Oh, we're up here now? Okay. All right, man, I'll just talk to the wall. I don't give a shit. But thank you so much once again. Please give a like and a share anytime that you're watching the show. It helps us a lot with pushing the message out there. This has been 20 shows for me. Just about. I think I hit that magic number. So thank you so much, guys. It's been awesome. And once again,
20 years old again.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Tony, thank you so much for joining us tonight and taking your time out of your schedule to come have some laughs with us and talk to us about 10-8 Tactical, Body Armor Vent, Titan Power.
Can we get a bunch of little emojis?
Yeah,
for
give some
Tony?
give some hearts. Give some hearts for Tony.
And then also the unsung.
Everybody else.
The unsung hero of this episode, David Lee. Thank you so much for being Tony's eyes and
technical
arms
support,
and hands and legs and whatnot.
Exactly.
Everybody give love to David Lee next time you are on YouTube, Asian with Hat, and he's also on Instagram. Always putting out some great airsoft stuff. He's one of our favorite people. Share the love,
dude. Thanks a bunch, Tony. We'll catch you soon.
Bye.
All right. So before we head on out here. Just want to throw it up there again. The hotline, 856-975-0650.
We will not answer it. No one will answer.
Tell us what topic you want talked about on the show. Tell us what guest you would like on the show. Remember, next week we are going international with Andy from the Chair Softer Show. Can you say Chair Softer Show 3 times fast?
Share. I can't say chair once. I'm excited. I'm going to make fun of this guy's accent so bad. I'm so excited. This has been, and European will be more fun than Tony because I only have so many old jokes, but I got a ton of European jokes. I'm good for it.
Sisu just logged in. She's like, I just logged in to miss all of it. So if you're like Sisu, and you are full of moxie, but you just came in at the last minute and you want to watch the rewind of the show, it'll be up on YouTube tomorrow under Valken Video.
Yep.
And SoundCloud.
Thank you so much, SoundCloud.
Just look
listeners.
up Valken Debrief on SoundCloud to hear the podcast version. Because if you're like like a mom, like Sisu, and
stuff to do.
You can't watch the show, but you can listen to the show. SoundCloud is the way.
Like that crazy Canadian who paints and listens to us. Like he paints his models because he.
David.
Yep, David. By the way, if you guys haven't checked out Sisu's Facebook page, she's making these little combat cozies. I kind of want one because my Tootsies were a little cold on Saturday. It got a little cold out, and those were looking really cool. So check those out. Combat. I don't know what she calls them, but I'm calling them combat cozies.
Wow. AI Mod says next episode, sit on Peltast's lap and ask what you want for Christmas.
No, we're not doing Peltast claws this year. No Peltast claws.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next week on episode
7 days, 107. Oh my God, I got 2 in a row. 2 times. 2 times in a row.
All right, everybody. Have a good night.
Be good.
You But there's only one guaranteed way you can have peace, and you can have it in the next second. Surrender.
I didn't think you had it in you.
I'm your huckleberry.
We will not go quietly into the night.
It is your killer instinct which must be harnessed if you expect to survive in combat.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.
They will be met with fire and fury like the world has never seen.
Remember this day, man, or it will be yours for all time.
What keeps you awake at night?
Nothing. I keep other people awake at night.